Welcome back to the Loveland Report. I am Cleve Loveland, along with Bruce Woodburn, the Loner Ranger, giving you all of your real estate and mortgage news. And I've got some emails here. And one thing I get all the time is how much do I need to spend to get my house ready to go on the market? And that's why I've got this 50-point checklist I've developed over my 30 years in the business. And most of it, most time I see people spend 1 to 2% of the price of their home to get ready. Now, the return on that is about 5 to 10%, depending on what we're doing. But what I don't like is when I come in there and somebody says, oh, well, so-and-so said I need to do all new tile floors in the house. No. Not right. In this market. Now, and you know, if you've got worn out sculpted shag carpet, green shag carpeting, not in, we're gonna replace that. But I've got a guy. I know a guy. I got a guy. But most of the time, Bruce, what it is decluttering. I was in a house yesterday, beautiful home, and all they had was just a couple extra pieces of furniture we need to move around. The pool table needed to go,
get rid of. Put it in storage.
And especially depending on your situation. You're going from 5,000 square feet to 2,000 square feet. Let's get it over with. Let's not do it the couple weeks when you're trying to move. Let's go ahead and have the garage sale, get on Facebook Marketplace, or have an estate sale with our friends Dave and Patty Lowe. But some TLC is what needs to be done beforehand. The more time, like literally a couple weekends with a touch-up brush and cleaning things out and dusting the ceiling fan and checking the light bulbs. I was in a house the other day, and I thought they had an electrical problem because all the light bulbs were there was like only one light bulb in every fixture was working. It was the owner trying to save electricity. I thought it was really kind of
That's
funny.
Hilarious.
It was funny. And I'm like, they're LED bulbs. They don't burn any electricity. Oh, it's just an old habit. You know, it's funny. He grew up in the days of Carter and the oil crisis.
You mean the ones we're getting ready to head into again?
Oh, good. No, let's not talk about that. But getting ready to sell a home, I can tell you what to do, what not to do. And usually I'm focusing dollars. I'm focusing a lot less than people think they have to spend. And we focus on the clean out, the cleanup. It's okay to have boxes stacked in one room. It's okay to have the garage full of some stuff, but at least if it's a 3-car garage, let's see that we can park 2 cars in it.
You know what? I know you say that, but I think, aren't you better off to just really minimize the whole house?
If you can. Now, sometimes if it's going with you, you can't get rid of it. You can't.
I don't know what pods run these days to be able to fill them up. But
sometimes,
it seems like it's what I would do if I were moving out of the house.
And we're in a little bit easier time now, Bruce, because usually you won't have much competition. You might have 2 or 3 other homes around you, and a couple of them are probably grossly overpriced by bless their little heart real estate. And so you don't have a lot of competition. But like if the market shifts in a year or 2 or 3, and we've got 5 homes on your street for sale, then you've really got to look good. But I've got an expert eye. I can tell you what to do and what not to do, and I save people a lot of money that way, going through the front door that way. So call me at 407-352-8118 or lovelandreport.com.
Yeah, and if you're interested in any of those great listings, Cleve, you got some really nice listings right now. They're high-end properties, a couple of them in the $1 million price point, 4,000, 5,000 square foot house, lakefront, Sand Lake. Come on. These are your opportunities for you to get into a house in the low millions on a lakefront. At that large of a house, you're going to make money on that. It's downtown Orlando practically. It's near Universal Studios. That's an opportunity. And if you'd like the financing on that, don't go to your bank. You know what's funny? I bank at a bank. They used to be called SunTrust. I can't even pronounce their name anymore. I'm traveling to Canada on the weekend, and I just wanted to see if they had any Canadian money. No one answers the phone.
Yeah.
You go to a prompt. You leave them number, and you hope they call you back.
Yeah.
I was frustrated with that because I did it this morning. I still don't have a call back. My wife went to the bank to see the bank manager because they weren't paying one of my auto payments. And you know what? It's been a week and a half. No calls from the bank manager.
Seacoast Bank.
Well, I'm going to tell you something.
Local bankers.
Well, I like local bankers.
Small, local, mid-sized.
You know what? And Seacoast may be a good bank. I like Winter Park National Bank. I'm really liking them.
Community banking.
Community banking. I've invested in a bank called Climate First Bank. They're a green bank, and I know that may sound a little left for me, and they are left, but it's a good bank. They're a community bank. And I'm going to tell you something. You get better service from people like that. These big banks, I'm tired of them. And when you guys go to your bank to get a mortgage, all you're doing is feeding the vampire on that. They're making all the money. Drive downtown in any city and look at the banks. Look at the buildings. Well, they're banks or they're insurance companies.
And they got cousins in the swamp.
They got cousins in the swamp.
So.
That's right. So listen, we get a little bit off track sometimes here, but if you want a great mortgage, You want somebody that's going to care about you. You want somebody that will answer your phone. You won't get a voice prompt. You'll get a human being. Then hire me. I'm applying for the job. I'm the loan arranger, 33 years in the business, one of the top producers in the entire country, right here in your backyard. And you can call me directly at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com.
I want to ask you, Bruce, you've got right now, like I get 5 to 10 offers on a property, and 4 to 8 will have pre-qual, some type of pre-qual or pre-approval letter.
Yes.
With it. But you've got, when you fast track somebody, you can give them basically what says you're a cash buyer.
It's a full pre-approval. Okay, so here's the deal. You get pre-qualified, which are what most banks and mortgage companies do, and then call it a pre-approval, but it's really a pre-qualification. And then you can go from pre-qualification to my fast track. It's a registered trademark, because what I do is I fully underwrite your loan. Most pre-approval letters are written by the loan officer. The loan officer is the fox guarding the chicken coop. You go right to the underwriter, get the underwriting approval, then you become a cash buyer. When you have that in your hands, I physically call the listing agent that represents the seller, and I will guarantee the seller that I will close on the closing date, or I will pay their seller up to $500 a day. I cap myself at $5,000. $500 a day for every day that we miss that closing. Let me tell you something. I don't miss the closings.
And you also, aren't you backing that up with your what do you call it?
Well, I have a Cash Plus program too. If you want my Cash Plus program, I'll go in there and I'll pay cash for the house even if you don't buy it. Even if you don't buy it, I'll pay cash for the house. If you're interested in my Cash Plus program, the first step is to get fast tracked, and then I back it up with the Cash Plus program. If you'd like to talk to me about that, my number is 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com. You can text or call me at that number. It's a real phone number.
Bruce, you wanted to mention the cost of waiting. And
yes.
The cost, like we're doing our seminar next Wednesday, teach people how to handle real estate, how to build wealth in real estate. But the cost of waiting for somebody is what really will literally cost you your portfolio, and it's the first step in building a retirement, building your net worth. And that's what people need to do when they're buying.
Absolutely. So we're hearing a lot of people become more and more resistant to the interest rates that we're experiencing right now. They are like, I just can't do that. That's more than I expected. And that is an emotional response. So we have to look at where the money is. So yes, is your payment going to be higher? Yes, it's going to be, if it goes up 1%, you're going to be about $100 and $200 a month higher for every 1% that interest rates are going up. But housing continues to rise, and I don't know if you have current market stats. They're not out for May yet, are they?
No, not yet. We'll get April's numbers.
But here's the thing.
We got April's numbers.
So your payment goes up $200 a month. Here's the cost of waiting. Your house will go up by $50,000. Now, would you rather lose $50,000 or pay $200 a month? Okay, I'll pay $200 a month for $50,000 all day long.
Or you're going to give it to your landlord at $200 more a month.
And rents are rising,
yeah.
And they're rising rapidly. They were expected to go up 20%. 20%. But here's what's really happening. We're seeing as much as 50% in many markets. And Orlando is third highest rent increases in the country right now.
Well, Florida's got a couple of the hottest markets in the nation because of our affordability. You know, we got great weather, we got beaches. We're, Central Florida, we have no natural boundaries. We can keep sprawling.
Yes,
which is
and
one
we still
reason.
have a lot of land,
and we got a lot of land left. But it's just we are going to, when real estate does slow down, and it will, we will be last to slow down and then first to speed up again.
Yes,
and I just think that people in other states with 6 months of bad weather, with 10% state income tax, with horrible regulations at $7 a gallon gas, they're going to come to a better place. It just makes more sense.
Absolutely. We have a great place to live. We got a great governor. We've got a great state. We got good people. We've got good schools. They could be better, but we've got good schools. We've got good drinking water, and we have beaches, lakes, lots of entertainment, lots of things to do here.
No earthquakes.
No earthquakes. We do occasionally have the other things that twirl around.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say the word.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The cost of waiting is going to be far greater than what you can make if you get into the market right now. And I say that from my heart. And I say that And I don't talk the talk, I walk the walk. I went out, I bought 2 properties in the last 2 weeks. I'm looking to buy 2 to 3 more. I'm going to continue to invest in this market because I do believe that my value will be there in appreciation. Now, Cleve doesn't think that the median sales price in Central Florida will hit 640 by 2026. I think he's wrong. He thinks I'm wrong, but I'm going to tell you something.
Well, it's definitely going up.
Well, you know, you're not
Going up.
even if it only went to 580. If you could buy a home right now, at 390 and it went to 500, okay, just 500 by 2026. Is that smarter than
than
waiting?
Paying rent? Yeah, waiting or paying rent, yeah.
Or just waiting
Yep.
to buy the house you want. So you may have, let's just say, well, I don't want to buy a new house because I got a 3% interest rate on my current house. Great. Let's rent that one out and let's buy another one. You can pay the 5% interest rate that's currently out there right now, and you're still going to make more money. Listen, you got to get in the game. The game is made in real estate. You'll make more money. I promise you, you'll make more money. It's the easiest way. And you know what I like about it, Cleve? Other people are putting money in my coffer.
Well, it's funny. I'm getting close on my Leapfrog program to getting some of my rentals paid off in the next couple of years.
Right.
And then that income's going to go towards paying off my primary.
Right.
So, and I'm fast tracked to buy another one. Because I have a couple listings in my pocket right now. I've got one in St. Cloud under 300,000, one of these median price
Beautiful.
homes. This one cleaned up a little bit. You could literally almost flip it and make a good profit, but it's a great growing area. 1,600 square feet for $299,000. Needs a little bit of touch, a little TLC, not a whole bunch of handy. This is like a
Has that
paint
got
job.
a renter in it right now?
They're getting out. They're terrible. It's like this is another reason if you want your properties managed professionally, call me. If your family members aren't paying your rent, if your tenants you haven't raised the rent on your tenants, I'll be the bad guy. I'll put the black hat on, and I will go raise the rents on them, or we move them along. They are investment properties. You want to be charitable, do that at church, or I've got a couple good charity organizations we mentioned. I do a lot of work with the Boy Scouts. I do a lot of work with United Against Poverty. But your investment properties should be paying you well. I've seen people where their tenants are living better than they are because they're too generous in that aspect, where we should be getting $2,000 a month rent, they're getting $1,200.
Right.
And then they're paycheck to paycheck. So there's a correct way to manage investment properties. I will show you how to do that. We'll talk about it at our seminar also. But there's a correct way to do that to where they pay you off. And then we help get your money over to the financial planner. Make sure you've got a secure retirement. See light at the end of the tunnel on how you're going to get out of this rat race.
Yep. You always get the full news here, not self-serving. We're not doing this. We don't get paid by the station to do this show. What we do is get it. No. I haven't got my paycheck yet. But listen, here's what we do. We like helping you. We like to help you grow. I have nothing to gain by this. I don't make money by doing this. I do make a living by doing mortgages, and I'd like to earn your business, but I'm willing to give you free information and help you grow, even if you didn't use my services. I think you'd be crazy not to. But listen, before we go to the next break, Cleve and I are doing a in-person, can you believe it? An in-person seminar on June 1st that will be at 6 p.m. at Miller's Ale House in Winter Park. Now, this is on how to win in the market in 2022, how to negotiate your deal, how to get the best deal for you, and how to win in real estate. And it is a different market. So we're bringing a lot of things to the table that will help you to eliminate that opportunity of not even being the chosen person in the offer. So, but you must register. It's $20 a head. It's $30 per couple. Please, no kids. This is a real learning moment for you. Do not register for this event if you're not absolutely serious about learning how to invest in real estate and you're ready to rock and roll, because we're going to show you how to do it. You don't have to be a first-time home buyer. You could be a move-up buyer. You could be a savvy investor, but get in this show, get in this class. It's going to be a winner. We only have 50 seats total, and I think there's 35 of them already.
Well, the thing is, this is free. We're not going to charge for coaching monthly or anything like that. We're going to show you what works and what doesn't. And it's amazing. You know, we've done seminars like this the past couple years, and it's funny. The people.
So we
that
don't
have
charge
done it,
for a coaching, but you have to pay to get into the event.
This event, yeah. This is just for So, but we don't. We're not the weekend seminar that talks about getting getting rich, one seminar on the weekends on how to flip homes. We don't do that. Call Loveland Properties at 407-352-8118.
Or the Loner Ranger at 407-250-9144 or WeBringYouHome.com.